I've got a big debate update for you. The RNC has just released additional information about the second Republican debate, and the criteria has been laid out for it. As we all know, the first debate will be held in Milwaukee on August 23rd. It'll be aired on Fox. By the way, I will be there, so make sure you keep an eye on these videos because we are going to have an all-new show with great guests and insight that you won't see anywhere else for that first debate in Milwaukee. So make sure you're subscribing now. But back to the debates, because I know that's what you really want to know. The second one is going to be held at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. That's in Simi Valley, California, and it's going to be held on September 27th. Here are the details, though, that the RNC has laid out in terms of the criteria for that second debate. First, candidates will need to hit at least 3% in 2 national polls, or 3% in 1 national poll and 3% in 2 polls conducted from separate early nominating states. Reminder, those early nominating states, Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada, that gets them to qualify. But again, that's the polling aspect. Just like the first debate, then there is a donor component to this. Additionally, the committee has raised the benchmark for the number of donors candidates must have to get on the stage for the second debate. Candidates must have a total of at least 50,000 unique donors, with at least 200 unique donors from at least 20 states or territory. Reminder, it was 40,000 for that first debate. They've upped it by another 10,000 for that second debate, which is basically a month, just over a month later. Now, you know what I think of national polls, but I did look at the Real Clear Politics average of polls. This is what I'm seeing. I think 5, maybe 6 candidates, as of right now, will make that second stage. For context, 8 candidates are currently claiming they have met the criteria for that first one. As of right now, in the national average of polls, Trump is way ahead, 54%. I don't think when it comes to a debate, we have to worry about Trump making the stage anytime soon. The bigger question is he actually going to show up? As I've said before, I hope he doesn't, at least for the first 2. Don't let these folks at 1% and 2% take shots at you. That's just not worth it. Coming in at second and definitely making the debate stage, Ron DeSantis at 16%. Then here's the big thing that's interesting. Number 3, Vivek Ramaswamy, he is at 6%. The reason I think this is interesting is that this is a guy who's a newcomer. He's 37 years old. He's a tech entrepreneur. He's an investor. He's an author. And here he is at 6% ahead of all of these other politicians. Why do I bring this up? I bring this up because it's a reminder for all these people who say, I should make the debate stage. I should have done this. Well, here's a guy who's raised $2.7 million for donors in the last quarter, who's gone out and hustled. He's shown up at all of the various events. He's doing the media appearances. He's at 6%. People like the message. So you can't say that the requirements aren't good enough, which is what a lot of these people are going to complain about if they don't make the stage, because here is a brand new candidate that got 6% and is going to make it. Moving on, though, behind him, former Vice President Mike Pence, who is a governor, multi-term member of Congress, at 5%. Yes, he'll make the debate stage because he just said he made that donor threshold, but it was close. He got the percentages for the polling, but he's going to have a hard time moving forward with those donors. Nikki Haley's moving on. She's got 3.6% on a national poll average. But remember, she's also from that South Carolina early state, so I don't see her having a problem with either this debate or the ones going forward. The same with Tim Scott. He's at 2.9%. That's going to be a little bit of a problem nationally, but remember, he's already hit 1% to make the first debate. He'll make 3% in at least one poll. And then my guess, because again, he is a sitting senator from South Carolina, he'll be fine. Here's where I think the bubble comes into play. Chris Christie currently leading in the 2.3% category nationally on all these polls. But as we've talked about before, he's all in New Hampshire. So all he has to do is find one poll that shows him at 3%, which I'm sure he'll do, and then he's doing well enough in New Hampshire, that'll get him there. The far end of the bubble, though, this is when former Governor Asa Hutchinson of Arkansas is going to have a problem. He is currently at 0.9. Yeah, 0.9. So he is going to make Milwaukee, I think, by the skin of his teeth. But my advice to the Hutchinson campaign, don't buy a ticket to California unless you plan on going on vacation there. It gets really interesting going forward, though, because North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum stands at 0.5. 0.5. He made the first debate because he did that whole gift card thing, $20 gift card for a $1 donation. That got his donor requirement, and he got 0.1. Burgum said he's going to be fine, but it's Will Hurd that I think is not going to be making that debate stage in Milwaukee. And I can almost guarantee that the two of them are not going to get to the Reagan Library unless it's that as being a tourist. But did you see what was missing in everything I discussed? The media partner. Why is the media partner missing? I think the RNC has a problem with who they're going to partner with. I guessed that they were going to announce CNN or NBC as the second debate partner, but they realized, rightly so, how much backlash they would get by allowing either CNN or NBC to ever host a Republican debate. Mark my word, it's coming. They're just buying time. They're punting. I'm hearing that they're going to play it safe and announce that Fox Business will be the second partner, trying to buy some time here. Because yes, technically it's a different network, but let's be real about this. This is the same people who run Fox. So it'll be the ability to say it's a different partner, but it's the same, all in the name of trying to buy time, because at some point they don't have any alternatives. The only people they interviewed were CNN, MSNBC, and the like. What about the independent media, the Daily Wires, all of those people, the Blaze, that could have hosted debates? Did they even get a shot? But here's the interesting thing. When I ran the debates in 2015, I put the entire schedule out at once. The idea was to help give the candidates a predictable schedule, to know when you would debate, to help build your calendar on, because this is a crucial thing for candidates, time and money. And if you can help them understand and plan their schedule, that's a huge benefit. But times have definitely changed since then. The big question is, what role will independent media play in these debates? Or will the left-wing corporate media continue to play an outsized role in determining the Republican nominee for president? That's the big question the RNC is going to have to answer. And I can't wait to see how they do it. Well, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to make sure that you never miss another video.